It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.
Good morning, everyone.
I don't know if I'm frozen.
Good morning.
You're not.
Okay, good, because I'm currently typing to my boss about
Good
stuff.
morning.
Good morning, Jelly Bean. Good morning, Mama Chris. Good morning, Mama Vixie. Is there anybody else in here? I'm not on that page on my computer right now.
Go.
There's a daddy.
Good morning,
over
Joe.
there.
Good morning.
We have a goat in the kitchen.
I'm not in the kitchen, I'm in the dining room.
That makes
That's
difference.
his
Like I
living
know
space.
the full layout of your house.
That's not my fault.
You should,
He's
as
in
many
the
times as
dining
we've been on freaking video chat together.
Great.
By the time she gets able to come down here, she'll know where everything is. It's part of
Including
a
the
secret
towels.
plan that's not so secret anymore.
No secret. No secret.
Nada.
Let,
So how's everybody this morning?
Pretty good.
I'm okay.
Pretty good at the grocery store.
Nothing exciting. I haven't been up. Well, I've been up and down since 6 o'clock.
Me too. Twinsies.
7:30, I think.
So, yesterday I finally finished a set of dice that has been a year
Over a
in
year in the
making,
making.
and I will turn my camera down so you can see them. So,
You are really, really quiet, sir.
Oh, those are really pretty.
He's probably trying not to yell through the house and be heard through your speaker.
Let's go here. How beautiful
But he
people.
doesn't have to whisper.
Mama Chris, I get a jelly bean. I get a goat on the
Much
table.
better.
I just get to see Moo Mama Chris.
Moo Moo Chris.
Yeah, that's all you're gonna do is see Moo Mama Chris.
Moo Mama Chris. I like that
Bedhead.
picture. I told her that was one of my favorite pictures. I remember when she sent it to me, and then she changed her profile picture to that, and I was like, yay!
It used to be the otter I drew for her, and then she turned into a moo cow.
Look how
I
cute the
changed
cow
it
is, though. Look at that.
And I didn't say it
Oh.
wasn't cute. I was just saying what
Those
it was before
eyes.
that.
I'm telling
Well,
you. They gave
that.
you doe eyes.
That.
Can you
I
hear?
could
can
change
you
it to
hear
the
me
avocado.
better now,
Avocado!
Jelly Bean? Can you hear me
Huh?
better now?
Yes, I can hear you throughout the midst of everybody else's voices.
I was asking if you could hear me better.
Can you hear me now?
Can I hear you
I
better?
can hear everybody better than you. I'm just going to put it that way. Your volume is like here, and everybody else is like here.
But I can still hear
You gotta
his
get
volume
up
better.
here with the rest of us.
You just got to scream, go.
No, he
Just
doesn't
talk
need to
normally.
scream. Just needs to project.
Is this better?
Yes. Thank you. See, Vixie knows what I'm talking about.
You just got to be more stern.
I'm annoyingly.
Well, not every dude is as loud as Rabbit.
Well,
that's
I
not a
did-
Jellybean,
lie.
what color's a pineapple?
No, Vixie,
Don't you
please
dare
no.
bring up that conversation
No,
because they're
I
orange.
still have
It's
PTSD
orange.
from yesterday. No. No.
Okay, which
Well, it
No.
do I
depends
need to
on
watch
when you
Dixie
pick
over
it.
again?
No. Mm-mm. Oranges are orange, mangoes are orange. We're going to leave that alone and just walk away. Cheese is orange. Depending on the cheese, we're going to leave that fruit alone.
I attempted
I'm
to
just
watch
saying the
Pineapple
girl's
is
colorblind.
yellow.
but I
It's
passed
orange.
the hell out.
I am
Pineapple's
not in an
yellow.
argumentative mood. My
Inside
medicine has
of
not
the
kicked in yet
pineapple
because
is
I was
yellow.
late
It is
taking
not the same on the outside.
Okay. Leave it alone because Jellybean's going to have a nervous breakdown. I take it back.
Funny. I'm going to have a nervous breakdown.
I have some recollection of some sort of conversation like that, but I was like 20 minutes into Vixie and I was dead to the world. Gone.
Yeah, because Bean was telling night stories, apparently.
Bean was telling stories. I took a gummy and worked all day and I was gone. My tablet is even dead. Apparently it just...
She took a baby gummy.
I did. I'm not taking a big gummy.
Oh, please don't take a big gummy. You got to work your way up to that. Because you
I
right
took
now
one gummy
taking...
and went...
If you were to take one of my gummies, it would be the equate of you taking 3 of yours. So...
Yeah, I'm good.
Let's just... Yeah, well, actually, no, yours is...
One is a 9,
No.
one is a 9.5.
So it's almost 3 times. It's almost 3 because mine are 125. I did the math, and hers are 50.
No, Jenna's were 50.
No, Jenna's
No,
are
Jenna's
50.
were
Mine
50.
are a 9 and a 9.5.
Milligrams?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mine
No,
are
that
very,
would make.
very baby.
Hi,
I
Chrissy.
also have not done any sort
Good morning,
of
Chrissy.
gummy
That
related
would
product
be
in 15 years.
Oh crap! Mine would be like what 12 of hers.
You'd be more
Yeah.
than one package of what I have.
I've also been taking them for a very long time.
I
I
was
started
just
off with
looking
these
for a
little
peaceful
chocolate
night's sleep.
things, and they were delicious. And then it just grew from there. We would get
Remember Rice
products
Krispie
in.
Treats?
Please don't bring those up. It was the only thing that I could actually enjoy eating, and it tasted like a Rice Krispie treat without the green flavor. And Rabbit will know what I'm talking about. That green bitter in the back, and I just couldn't deal with that to start with because I was a baby. I was new. And so after so many of trying to hork down these like 1.5 by 1.5 by 1 inch cubes of Rice Krispie treats, I couldn't do it anymore because I would alternate between the chocolate and the fruity ones, and I can't touch another Rice Krispie treat for the rest of my days. I believe.
love Rice
It's
Krispie treats.
I used to until they became like a medicinal thing, and then it's like, ugh, I can't touch them no more.
Mm.
Ugh. Like chewing them was just it got like at first it was great, and then it was just like over time, kind of like when you eat your favorite food over and over and over again, day after day. It just I'm done with it. So I'm glad we've got like these little gummies now because it feels like I'm taking a gummy vitamin, so it doesn't really ruin any other foods for me, and I love it. I don't eat candy though, unless it's chocolate.
I need to restock my candy
every now
jar.
and then. Yesterday I had some of those chocolate salted caramel coffee M&Ms. They were very good.
They are very good. I love those. They are my favorite M&M.
Mine too.
I'm so glad I found them.
Me too.
You mean these?
Oh.
I love you, but sit and rotate. I don't have any candy.
Me neither. I want to go get some candy after coffee house.
I don't even want candy, to be honest.
I want a sandwich.
I want coffee.
I got coffee.
I had coffee yesterday, so I don't need coffee today. But I want coffee.
I have coffee every day. If I don't, I get a really bad headache.
Caffeine. Yeah, I've made a change, guys. I have made it to where tea in my house is not made except on the weekends anymore.
And it hasn't even been made yet this weekend.
I've been drinking water. I
And
rewarded myself with
surprisingly,
coffee yesterday.
I'm drinking water.
Well, I got tired of the whole, like, every time I would go in the kitchen, like, because I've got one child out of the 3 that will drink tea faster than it can get made. So I get maybe like 1 cup a day, and that's what I was doing. Was I would have like that 1 cup at mealtime, and that was it. And the rest of it was water. I'm trying to put myself through like what we do with toddlers, you know, when they want juice all the time, juice, and it's like, no, you can have 1 cup of juice, the rest of it needs to be water. So I'm trying to do that mentality with myself, and that way, because let's face it, tea for me is basically like drinking Dr. Pepper. It's sugar, and I can't make 0 sugar tea. I've tried. Like, I know there's sugar alternatives. I've tried them. It just
It's nasty.
I would rather drink unsweet tea, and that
I
is
like
an
unsweet
abomination in this part of the country. I'm just saying. My dad drinks it, and I'm like, huh? I don't know how you do it, Dad. I don't know how you do it. He drinks black coffee, too, so.
I do, too. Sometimes.
See, I envy you guys. I can't do
I drink
it.
black tea, too.
Well, my tea's black, but I got to have some kind of a sweetener in it.
It depends on the tea.
I got to
whether
have,
I
like,
can drink
honey.
it
Like,
it's got to be
right
good
after
tea.
brewing it, or if I have to add to it.
If it's not
My
good tea,
tea's
I'm not
supposed
going
to
to
be
drink
sweet.
it. I don't care if it has sugar in it or not.
And I don't like my shit, like, sweet. I like it to where there's enough sweetness that when you drink it, you get that little refreshing sweetness to combat, like, the salt of your food or the savory of your food. Like, I don't like it super sweet, but I don't want it unsweet, because that's just, it tastes like I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what it tastes like. Like, green tea for me, I can't do green tea.
I don't care for green tea.
I can't
It doesn't
do
taste
it.
like anything to me.
It tastes like
But it
grass
has
clippings.
a texture.
Tastes like grass
Why
clippings.
is it unsweet tea and not just tea? Sweet
Tastes like a
tea
matcha
means
Kit
you have
Kat.
added something to it.
Because
Tea has nothing.
you're from Michigan, and mostly what we have in Michigan is unsweet tea.
I know, I just have to give Jelly Bean shit because she's always, you know, informing of proper wordage.
If you want
and
sweet tea in
grammar
Michigan,
and-
you
Because
have to
if
bring
you
your own
really want to
sugar.
think about it, unsweet tea tastes like they literally sucked what sugar was in the tea. Like, naturally, it tastes like they sucked it out. So they
There is no
unsweetened
sugar in the
the
tea.
tea.
Tastes
They
like
took it
tobacco.
I'm
out.
just giving Jelly Bean shit.
And I can give it back.
I hope so. It wouldn't be any fun to go
As
back
somebody
and
who's
forth if you
drank both
can't.
sweet and unsweet tea, unsweet tea just tastes like a tobacco leaf. You might as well just, smoke your tea.
Ew. Ew.
I don't
I've drank
smoke. I
both,
eat
too.
a gummy.
I like them both.
I ate a gummy. Past tense.
There's not enough gummies in the world for me to enjoy the taste of unsweetened tea.
I like Arnold Palmer's too, Chrissy.
Mm-mm. I've tried it. I didn't like it. I don't like lemon in my tea. I just don't.
Arizona.
I like
has,
lemonade and I like
I was
tea.
gonna
I just
say
don't
the
want them
Arizona
together.
Arnold Palmer's. Those are the only thing I could drink when I was pregnant with the girl. That was the only thing I could drink.
They have a
Without
apple
throwing up.
green tea out. They also have a peach green tea. And ever since I got sick and I can't drink soda, slowly over the last 3 years, everything is becoming so over sweet. I can drink it for a little while and then it just suddenly becomes too sweet. These green teas mixed with a little bit of flavoring, it's a subtle sweetness.
I wish I liked green tea. Like, I really do. I wish I liked it because it's supposed to be, like, really healthy and good for you. the one time I've ever tried, well, I've tried it twice. A friend of mine when I was in high school, she used to drink it every day, and I was like, I'm really thirsty. What have you got? And she's like, I got this green tea, and I was like, okay, I'll try it, because I was really thirsty, and I was like, oh, why are you drinking grass clippings? And then my ex-mother-in-law, when she was alive, she got my youngest drinking sweet tea, well, not sweet tea, green tea that had lemon in it, I think it was lemon. And I was like, well, maybe with the lemon, maybe a little bit of citrus will give it a little something. And it did not give anything beneficial to me. I did not like it. It tastes like watered down lemonade.
You want to know what I like, but isn't really tea, but I like to drink, but I don't like to drink at the same time because I just think it's fake.
You just totally contradicted everything you said
I
all
know.
at one time.
That was amazing.
Lipton peach tea. It just tastes like juice. But it's just like, it's a tea apparently. And I'm just like, this isn't even fucking tea. It's
you can buy peach juice.
Go.
Yeah.
I can see your crack. Anyway, by the way,
you really had to look for that.
No, I didn't either. I know where it's at. Anyway, do we still have those Lipton peach tea?
Oh, yes.
The tea bags.
Yes, you can. Just a little bit.
I think we
Jelly Bean has auto targeting for Goat's crack. That's all it is.
It's auto targeting.
Well, he doesn't have a butt. All you can see is the crack.
I was gonna say you could.
See, Chris backed me up.
Only
do we
because
still
you
have
said
those?
something, then I had to it's like a train wreck.
No, I
You
think
can't
we
help
threw them
but-
away.
Oh, okay.
Because
I
I
was gonna
said if
send
we
them to
weren't going
Rabbit
to use
since he
them,
likes them so much. Well, I didn't know Rabbit liked Lipton peach tea. I was going to send
I
him the bags so he
don't.
could
They're
make it
gross.
his own.
They're nasty, but they're also sweet. They're just nasty because of everything that's in them.
No,
It's for
not.
people who want the
This
benefits
isn't the
of
bottled
drinking tea, but
tea.
can't drink tea.
Oh.
This is the tea bag, so you can
Oh, I
make
don't
your
want those.
own.
I will never
Oh,
make
well.
my own tea.
You're weird.
There's
it
a
tastes
lot of
better
things
when you
never
make it
did before
yourself.
you did it.
I don't have time for tea. I'm always
If you have
talking.
time
I
for
don't have time to
coffee,
make
you
it.
have time for tea.
Coffee
make it in
is
the coffee
like
pot.
sit and forget it in a coffee pot, you know.
Yeah.
You can do tea.
Jelly
in the
We
bean,
coffee
make
how
pot.
do you make your tea?
we make our tea in the coffee
A
pot.
coffee pot.
That's how you make
Coffee
it.
maker.
Or you can just put some tea bags in a big glass jug and put it on your porch.
That's what my mom did.
Sun tea.
You would say that.
Hey, I grew up on it.
See? Mom did
In
it.
his neighborhood, it may not last long. Ooh, tea.
True that. He'd have to set it in the window behind a screen so people can't get to it unless they cut the screen and then Sisu would eat them.
It makes making sun tea. It's a long brew and it's not a real hot, so it makes the tea smoother, a smoother flavor. It is different.
The tea bag gets this.
And then they went on this kick of, you can't drink sun tea because it's bacteria and slow growth. And
You're bacteria and slow growth. Sit
I
down.
drank out of a garden hose. I think I'm immune to
Thank
anything
you.
that sun tea could give me.
Just iced tea,
Thank
honest
you.
tea? I don't think so, Jesse.
Iced tea is tea. You just put ice in it.
Just like saying coffee isn't coffee unless it's hot.
Why do they call it
bullshit.
iced tea anyway? Is because hold on before you answer, because I already know the actual answer, but just when you get soda, you don't say you want an iced fountain drink. They automatically
Actually,
put ice in it.
In this country, no, but in other countries, they don't have ice cubes.
Yeah,
A lot
in
of restaurants
Europe,
don't even use them.
they don't use
Yeah.
ice or AC. That's why I don't want to leave and go there. I would melt.
My youngest drinks his Dr. Pepper warm. I don't understand it.
I mean, no hate to anybody who does or wants their drinks without ice. Goat gets his drinks without ice, and I get that. But he has
Hubby
to
does too.
specifically ask for it to be without ice. But for tea, you have to ask for ice. it's just weird to me. And I guess it's because most of the time tea is served hot, and I understand that concept, but it's just we're in the South for crying out loud.
Because you can get it hot and cold.
What
I mean,
kind
I
of
don't
toast
mind
you want?
it if I'm in a different state, like up north where it is traditionally hot, but down here, why do I gotta ask for ice down here? It's like a common sense thing down here.
No, I drink hot tea every now and then.
I mean, I like mine hot in the wintertime. I put like I'll boil it on the stove. Like I'll get like the single serving tea bags, and I have this cute little pot with strawberries on it, and I'll put it on the stove and let it steep. And when I put it in my cup, I'll put like a drizzle of either honey or zero sugar honey, which is like artificial honey, just to give it some sweetness, but just to help give it flavor. That's it. And I'll drink it straight out of the cup like that, especially when I'm sick. Oh God, hot tea.
When I'm sick, I just like it straight. When I'm not sick and I'm just using it for comfort, I put a splash of half and half in it.
My cousin used to put milk in her tea. But here was the difference. She didn't have like hot tea like, like the Brits do, where it's, lump of sugar, darling, that kind of thing. It was, she would get iced tea from my Meemaw's fridge. Liquid gold. Put it in a cup with ice. And then put whole milk in it. I about hit the floor at like 6 years old. Because she went to visit her grandma in California. Because she has one in California. On, I think her dad's side. And I was just floored. Because that was taboo for me as a kid. Like, what the fuck are you doing to the tea?
People getting the sweet tea from McDonald's and putting the ice cream cone in it?
Oh, of course. Like, I'm way more accepting of things now, but I'm saying back when I was 6 years old, I looked at my cousin like she had the plague. I was like, you just built different. I was just raised by very close-minded people. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to undo, untrain, retrain, and relearn, and all that shit. I'm working on it. Very, very far, but I still remember the days before the retraining and the relearning and the reeducating and the updating and all
great.
That
we have a hurricane coming in, but it's
Franklin. I wonder if it can count by twos and tie its shoes.
Probably.
Yeah, it upgraded to a Category 1 this morning. I had the alert come up.
That's nothing.
I was going to say, you're still sitting in your backyard playing badminton at a Category 1.
We're sitting on our porches with iced tea pitchers, having a tea party.
That's for a Category 3. I'll sit out on the front porch and watch it come through on a Cat 3.
No, Cat 3 is when you're standing in the middle of the road with your big ass flag going, America!
Cat 4, you bring party inside.
Kids got the recorder.
I was about to say, it sounds like somebody's trying to do the penny whistle solo from My Heart Will Go On with the recorder, like the TikTok audio. That's what I feel like the audio needs to be for that video that's going around about the Titanic bouncy house.
Oh, jeez.
You've seen it.
Yes.
I know you've seen it. Didn't Jimmy do a video with it?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. That needs to be the audio for that one. It's like they did not think this through. Because it's not like the actual ship. It's just the half that's still sticking up out the ground.
Yeah, that part that was straight up and everybody's just sliding down it. Whee!
It would be great if they could make like little makeshift submarines. Sorry,
Breathe,
it's not
Jellybean.
funny. Sorry, it's not funny. It's not funny. I just have a dark sense of humor. I am sorry. It's not funny. But to me, it's funny because I'm not a nice person most of the time.
Oh boy.
Ice. He's just not nice in here.
Ma'am.
Jellybean, did you do your dailies on Fall Guys?
Not yet. Goat's been playing.
Stop being mean to my friend.
I'm not being mean. I'm being honest. I'm being holding myself accountable. It's called holding yourself accountable. That's what that is.
What's that?
Exactly.
You don't walk yourself into a corner, Goat.
I ain't do it.
He likes it in the corner.
Can't put baby in the corner, but I can put daddy in the corner. Why is it I clicked free to play, but yet it's giving me games that cost money?
On which app?
Steam.
Yeah, it does that to me too. It pisses me off.
Rude.
Because they're really trying to.
You guys ever find anything on Steam that you like?
Yeah, I have lots of stuff I play on Steam.
I got a bunch of stuff that I paid for on Steam that I don't play.
I have a few things that I paid for that I like too. I have some gifted stuff. People gift me stuff sometimes that I've never even opened up.
A lot of the stuff on my Steam came from Humble Bundle.
Vixie, do you find yourself on Food Talk a lot?
Food Talk?
Yeah, on TikTok. Do you watch?
Oh,
like,
no.
When you get on TikTok. Oh, okay, never mind. You wouldn't know who it is. I was gonna say, I got a creator that added me as a friend on TikTok.
Who?
You know the lady that does the videos, like she starts every video with "What's up, Buttercup?"
Is she
Her
the one
name
who
is
throws the plate up in the air and then it ends up being full when it lands?
No.
Oh, okay.
This lady has an imaginary friend in the kitchen with her called Linda. So when she like spills something, it's like, "God, Linda, stop!"
No, I don't know.
Everything is like a certified unicorn. I made like a suggestion to one of her recipes because she and her husband originally had dreams of starting like a food truck, and then she broke her foot, and now she's disabled and she can't do it because of how she broke her foot, I'm assuming. Even though like the foot is all healed, it's just not.
She can't stand on it probably for more than 15, 20
right.
minutes.
And so she's putting all the recipes that she came up with for her food truck on TikTok, and one of them was the Brenner burger, which is basically a breakfast burger, but the bun has been transformed like from dinner to breakfast. So like French toast is your buns, and then you got an egg, you got cheese, and then you got like the burger and bacon. And I told her, I was like, well, all you need to do now is add breakfast sausage to your beef mixture for your burger. And she was like, oh my God, are we related? Because that is genius. And then she added me. And I fangirled for hours. I'm still fangirling over it.
She damn sure
because
did.
she replies to like all my comments now. Every comment I make, she comments. I'm so excited. And I'm like, maybe if I keep building on this, we could get her on the show for Creators Corner. I'm hoping. I would love to interview her. She has such a fascinating story, like the little bits that I hear. And she feels like she would be like a perfect fit here because she is quirky like the rest of us. And she's very animated.
Yay, I like animated.
I love animated.
Jesse says, I think you're a really nice person, Jellybean, and I look up to you a lot and love you lots.
Aww.
Jesse, stop it. I love you so big. I'm nice to people I like, but I feel so much sympathy for the ones that get on my nerves sometimes.
Like me.
I'm so glad that what goes on in here is not on display for everyone to see.
Yet.
I'd be.
You're on YouTube.
My brain, what goes on in here is still safe unless I project it into the universe. There's not like a little camera up here that projects it on a screen so you can see my every thought, because trust me, you would be terrified.
That just made me think of a Hellraiser beast.
Wouldn't that be crazy though? Having like a little camera.
Did you ever
under
watch
your
Final
forehead?
Cut with Robin Williams? The horror movie.
Mm-mm.
You should watch it.
Robin Williams made a horror movie?
He's made a couple. He does a really good bad guy. It's not really a
baddie.
horror movie. It's a psychological thriller in the future, and there's sci-fi in it.
I need to find this movie.
It's a good movie. I watched it twice. It was very well written, which is high praise for me for something that would be in the thriller horror genre.
I've never heard of it, honestly. Like, I've heard of like a lot of his movies, and I've seen a lot of them. Sought them out and watched them, like Birdcage and Good Morning Vietnam, and of course Fern Gully, Aladdin, where he did the genie, and
Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire is definitely in my top 3.
Patch Adams.
Yes, Patch
I
Adams.
have never seen that one.
Toys.
I have not seen Toys.
You have
I've
not seen
Patch
Toys?
Adams.
You need to put that on your list too. That's like Willy Wonka cubed. It's intense. It's kind of intense.
I love just about anything with Robin Williams in it. I absolutely adored Birdcage.
Birdcage was one of my
Adored
brother's
it.
favorite movies.
Now, was Toys the one where he was the robot and he went to live with a family?
Oh,
No,
and
that
don't
was,
forget about
Bicentennial Man.
Bicentennial.
Okay.
There's Bicentennial Man, and then there was Mork and Mindy.
Oh, I've seen all Mork and Mindy. I grew up with Mork and Mindy.
Good Will Hunting was good too.
Good Will Hunting was excellent.
Of Mork and Mindy, but just enough for me to know who Mork and Mindy are, you know.
Morning, Myrtle.
There's a
Morning, Mama Myrtle.
Have you seen the ham today? How is the ham? Is the ham doing good?
Good morning, Muriel.
I feel like I have to ask because I love my ham. I know he's probably with his other grandma, but
Yes, Flubber was funny.
I like
yes,
It
Flubber.
was really good in that. I liked it.
My mom hated that movie, but I adored it. Like my favorite part
the
was
original
like
one was good too, but this one was better. That one was better.
the Home Alone like shtick that was stuck in there, where the bowling ball and the golf ball, and it came up and just he looked up and bow, and they had like knots all over there.
It was really well done. I liked it.
Them poor fuckers got beat the hell up, and I loved every fucking second of it. It was great. It's like, why you gotta keep fucking around and finding out? Just leave this dude alone. I did feel bad for Sarah though.
Yeah.
And Weebo. Weebo made me cry.
Yeah.
Still makes me cry.
Let's see. Mrs. Doubtfire. Dead Poets Society.
That was the one I was just about to say. I was trying to remember the name of it.
Jumanji, the original Jumanji.
Ooh,
Patch
yes.
Adams. What Dreams May Come. My husband does not like that movie.
Isn't that the one where he like
That
went
movie
through
pisses
his
him
entire
off.
life? He died and he went through like this whole journey. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not that I don't like the movie. I don't like the way it's shot.
Yeah.
The way the director sets up and then they spoon feed everything to the audience. I don't like that.
Then we have Night at the Museum, where he played Teddy Roosevelt. I really
Yes.
I like all the Night
was
Night at the Museums. I like them all.
A Merry Friggin' Christmas. The Angriest Man in Brooklyn.
Hook.
I didn't know he was in The Butler.
Yeah.
I did not know he was in that movie. There's movies on
Popeye.
here that. Oh
Yeah.
yes, he made a great Popeye.
He did.
I never saw Awakenings. I don't think.
I loved him voicing Lovelace in Happy Feet.
Oh.
The one that had the plastic ring.
Penguins.
Yep.
1 Hour Photo. That's the other one he played. He
Or
I
he
have
did a
never
voice
been
in
able to get
Robot.
into that one.
Yeah, he was the voice in Robots. Jack. Did you guys see
Death
Jack?
to Smoochie.
I love Jack.
RV was a good one.
I never saw
That one was
Insomnia either.
funny. I want to watch that. I think that's his stand-up. Robin Williams, Weapons of Self-Destruction.
Yeah.
I've not seen that one yet.
His movies and his stand-up are two totally different sides.
Uh-huh.
Yes, they are. But his stand-up is amazing.
Oh, he did do The King of Thieves. I thought I was told he didn't do the voice in that one. So he did it in the first one and in
The World
King of
According
Thieves,
to
but
Garp.
not
I forgot he was in
Jafar.
that. Final Cut. It was made in 2004.
Did you know
Moscow on
that-
the Hudson. I love that movie.
that all the movies that Robin Williams was a part of, I'm not sure if it was just him as an actor or if he was helping produce or direct, but I had read this thing that I didn't know about him, that he recruited and hired, or should I say employed for those movies, several homeless people for those movies.
Yes.
I did not know that until recently, that he did that.
Oh,
And I thought that was
Jesse,
great.
what? You said rabbit, guess what? And I just don't seen that.
Good Morning Vietnam. Yep.
Mm-hmm. You're going adulting. Be careful. Be safe. I love you.
Love you, Muriel.
Check in every couple of hours so we know you're still alive and you're safe and you're okay. Because peopling and adulting are dangerous activities.
He was in Law and Order
Yes, they
Special
are.
Victims Unit. One
Was
episode.
he really?
I remember that.
I don't. I don't think I've watched a lot of Law and Order.
He was a suspect.
Oh, I believe it. Like I said, he can play the crazy really well. Even that
Oh, yeah.
quiet genius crazy, he can play that really well. I never watched Man of the Year. It was supposed to be good, but I never watched.
It's only been 2 months. Are you sure it's not 9 months?
10 months and 2 days to your birthday. Wow. There's actually quite a few. Oh, AI. He was in AI. That was good too.
I got a whole list here.
So do I.
Everyone's Hero.
There's some stuff I never seen.
Yeah, License to Wed. That was a good one.
I never even heard of that one.
August
Oh,
Rush was also really good.
I didn't know he was in AI.
Yeah. He was.
Isn't that the one with
The little boy?
No, Bicentennial Man is.
I'm looking.
No, you're right. It's
License
the
to
one with the
Wed,
little
he
boy.
played a priest. And the
He played
couple
a
had
priest
to
in
go
License to
through
Wed.
wedding classes before they could get married.
License to Wed.
August Rush was really good. About the little boy that was a musician and his parents were musicians, but he was like
AI
an
was
orphan.
the one where the little boy doesn't know he's a robot.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Yeah, it was a very sad movie. Death to Smoochie's another one. I've not watched that one. I watched Barney as a kid, and I was like, I can't watch this.
I like Barney.
I mean, I was a
Death
wee
to
little thing when I
Smoochie.
watched it, but still. I was just like, nope, I can't do it. It's too similar. Oh, there's one called Old Dogs.
He was in Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
I just saw that.
He was on.
He had to have been some sort of extra.
Yeah. Because he wasn't even credited.
Or he was on a production staff type
There's
of role.
one I will not see. Shakes the Clown. No, thank you.
Oh.
Father's Day. I've never seen that one. He was in Goodwill Hunting too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was the professor.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar character to his Dead Poet Society character. Only instead of English, it was math, I think. Yeah.
He is still to this day the only celebrity that I have that has caused me to genuinely like break down in tears when he passed. I've seen a lot of other celebrities that have come and gone. Like I didn't even cry when Betty White died, and I loved Betty White.
She was a tough cookie.
But Robin Williams, that hit like my 5-year-old self was crying so hard it was just leaking out of the 30-year-old, well, 20-some-year-old at the time.
Another good movie that a lot of people haven't seen is The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. Munchausen. Baron Munchausen. I can say the word, I swear to God.
Because I see Tu Wong Fu.
I'm Baron Munchausen. Sounds nasty. Is it contagious?
Whoa.
Oh, I see it.
Hubby.
I'm trying to go back down. It just...
You clicked the wrong button.
I really clicked the wrong button.
If it takes more than 4 to 6 hours, consult medical help.
Yes, Mama Chris, you're really right.
No, I'm not. I'm slightly dim today. I'm tired.
9 Months was another good one, and I didn't realize he was in that.
He played the doctor.
I mean, I'm sure I realized it when I was watching it, but it's been so long since I've seen the movie. Man of the Year. The Night Listener. The Big White. Man.
It looks like one of his first ones was Can I Do It Until I Need Glasses, which I never saw.
From 1977.
He's a lawyer man with a toothache.
And then there was Popeye came next, and then The World According to Garp.
That is a sad movie. Good, but sad.
The Survivors. Moscow on the Hudson in 84.
Moscow on the Hudson was really good.
The Best of Times in 86. And Club Paradise in 86. Seize the Day. See, those I've never even heard of.
It was the worst of times.
They're good. They're when he was younger.
Good Morning Vietnam in 87.
Oh,
I've not even seen absolutely anything, and that came out in 15.
We're folding towels?
I was supposed to fold them at the beginning, but I got distracted by you guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, shucky darn.
Blame it on us.
Love you, Myrtle. Be
Totally
safe. Have
twisted
fun.
your
Play
arm
nice.
To make you not fold your towel.
She doesn't have to play nice.
Love you later, Muriel.
Playing nice gets people in trouble.
Especially when you're not playing with not nice people. Makes
Right.
you mad, doesn't it?
Sorry about that.
Except when the not nice people are your friends, and then you're like, ah!
Then you're just like, oh, fuck it, I'll be mean to him anyways.
Can't yell at your friends. Who can you yell at?
So
Random strangers on the internet, apparently.
No, that turns you into a Karen and you get filmed and all sorts of bad shit happens.
No, making complaints in a public setting makes you a Karen, especially when they're unjustified. Because you're being entitled. That is the Karen.
That is a Karen. We have lots of Karens. I see them.
Everybody's a Karen. It just is to what extent.
This is one of the reasons I try to stay calm. Talking to people like they're 3-year-olds.
Don't do that.
When I'm upset with them, fills me with joy. I don't
Like,
yell.
let me slow this down for you so you can understand.
Oh, that was too fast.
Okay, Rabbit.
Original
We're
articles
going
online before we make a big
to
complaint?
calm down.
I'm sorry.
Do we need to do this Dory style?
Wait, whale Dory or normal Dory?
Wheel Dory.
Or Baby Dory, because there's that option too.
Yeah, there is that option.
Hi, I'm Dory, and I like purple seashells, because Mommy likes purple shells. And I suffer from short-term memory loss. Hi, Daddy.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
Fucking
well,
Baby Dory is like
my favorite cousin's name is Karen, and she is not a Karen.
That's the sad part. The ones that are actually named Karen are nice as fuck.
She's my favorite.
I
She
think
always
we
has been too.
named
She's a
them
saint.
wrong.
She's a freaking saint.
They gotta be.
No, it's the fact that some writers have decided to make a bitch, write a bitch, and decide their name was Karen, and that just became the stereotypical name.
Became the meme.
So it's like,
When did we vote on that? Because I don't
did
remember
not.
getting a ballot.
It just became a, what's that called?
Cultural
When it becomes
zeitgeist.
part of society.
Stereotype.
No.
A coined
When
term.
it becomes part of the cultural zeitgeist.
Yep.
It became a stereotype. But I don't know why they picked Karen.
They probably knew a Karen that they didn't like that was like that.
I think
I've
it's
never
because they
had
were
luck
trying to
with
think of the
Sarahs.
whitest white person name because it's definitely racially
Martha. It should have been a
energized.
Martha.
No, I know.
No,
Martha's
my
a-
grandmother's name was Martha. See?
I know.
My
a Martha,
step-grandmother's name
too,
was
and I
Martha,
think
and she was
would
so
fit
nice.
perfectly.
Like I always have had problems with Sarah's.
If you find
Well,
this
if you're looking
episode,
at
I'm so
racially
sorry. I love you, Aunt Martha.
racially motivated white girl names. I say this even though this is my grandmother's name, and I love her very much, but Lula was I love my grandma Lou, but she was racist as can be. That's actually not
And a
true.
little nuts.
That's
I've
not
shared the
true.
stories. She
That's
wasn't
not true
quite with it.
because she wasn't really racist because she was actually living with a black guy.
Hi,
But
Grinder.
they were like roommates rather than
So she
romantic.
was like Miss Daisy.
Kind of, yeah. It was. I think it essentially became considered a common law marriage because they'd been living together for 20 years. But,
yeah, during her time it would be. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
They used to. That used to be a law, but most of those got abolished. Most states, anyway.
I do have a genuine question, and it's kind of like a ha-ha question, but at the same time, it's like I literally want to know this answer. When gay marriage got signed into law and was passed, which I'm grateful for, and I support, how did that affect common law marriage? Or did it?
No, common law marriage was pretty much off the books before then. Common law marriage has been off the books since the mid '80s. They started taking it off.
I was just curious
because it became
because
a
it was
legal.
like-
It became a legal weird space, especially for gay couples.
And especially for people who are literally just roommates.
Or friends.
And then it's
Just
like
friends.
you can't get married to this dude because you're stuck in a illegitimate common law marriage with your roommate.
Well, when it
Yeah, I
came
don't know
to
about
common
that.
law marriages, there were certain stipulations that went along with it. I mean,
You had to be male
roommates
and
that
female.
lived together for a while could not be considered common law marriage.
I thought it
If
was
you were
10
living
years.
together,
thought it
if
was
you were
8.
living together
That's married
as
by
a
fate.
couple, that is when it would kind of.
But here's the thing that I can't seem to wrap my head around of how they would determine whether or not you are a legitimate couple. Are they going to put a video camera in your bedroom to see if you're
No,
together?
it's the big boys club. It's the boys club thing. If they thought you were a couple, then you were a couple. If they thought you weren't, you weren't. We didn't get any say to it. It was completely up to the powers that be.
Yeah, I'm glad that got signed out of law. That's
Like
fucking
the
stupid.
like the old joke. Republicans want small government, small enough to fit inside a woman's womb. They want to control that.
It's a good
Which
joke.
a lot of these things are all about controlling, all about controlling
about
anyone who is not a rich white guy.
Our government's got OCD and they need therapy.
I'm sorry, that was cute. True.
Like they've
It
got
was-
the
it
worst
was
case of
giggly.
OCD I've ever seen, and they need to
Because
fix
it's
it.
true.
It's the only way I know to put it. They're obsessive, compulsive control freaks. No offense intended to anyone who legitimately has OCD. Promise.
Promise.
Scout's honor. I would never directly insult someone based off of a disability that they have that they cannot control or do anything about. Our government, on the other hand, could fix their problems if they wanted to. But they choose not to because they want to make it worse so that way they can swoop in and be the hero. They create the problem so that way they can have the hero syndrome and play God. Because I still say, and I don't care if it's conspiracy theory or not.
Me, and she is my ride to the grocery store, so I have got to go.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're going to be off in about 10 minutes. So
I know, I was waiting the 10 minutes. I didn't think she was going to call this soon, but
That's fine. I understand.
I go when the old lady's ready to go because when she's ready to go, it's time.
I'm telling Shelby you call
Who has the keys makes the rules.
Be
Okay,
safe.
bye.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
But I still
He
think
called
that
Shelby
the
an old
shit
lady.
that happened. He did not. He called Marie. He said it was Marie.
Oh.
But yesterday he said he was shopping with Shelby.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
But he said Marie was calling. Go back, watch the replay. He said Marie.
It's okay. Whew. Big breath.
Sorry, Shelby has really bad anxiety. So I'm trying to not pick on the Shelby until she warms up and gets to know us. She finally jumped back in the group chat and said good morning.
I wasn't picking on her. I was picking on Rabbit.
And I'm picking on Ghost.
Okay, separate corners.
But anyhow, I still feel like the government did what they did to Hawaii. Like what happened in Hawaii, I feel like the government's behind it. And unless y'all can show me some sort of definitive evidence that it was actually a natural thing, they all do, and I'm on their side. So that's why I believe that the government did it.
If I find it was an elder who went to speak, and she brought in the religious end of it, the native religion, which I don't even know if that has a name. But it
does in their language, I'm sure.
I think you would have appreciated her too.
There was a lady I did see, and it might have been the same video, but it was this lady that was definitely a native, and she was speaking in her native language and translating at the same time. She would say it in her language, and then she would say it in English.
No,
because she was speaking
English. Every now and then she would use phrases.
Oh,
because
maybe
there's
no
direct translation for them.
Right. So maybe that was it. But I remember hearing it.
Did she have flour in her hair?
It's all a little
feels
too
like one of those
suspicious to believe it's
spicy videos. What color was the closet? No, I was look. Let's just be honest. I was looking at what was
nobody was looking at the closet.
The closet wasn't moving. That was moving. I was looking at what was moving. I'm like a cat. Motion catches my attention.
It's called AD.
Not fair.
It's called ADHD.
No, it's called jelly bean. That's what it's called.
It's called human.
I'm a bean.
It's a human trait.
I mean, my goodness, I'm observant, but shit, you dangle something in front of me for 2 seconds and then what color was the thing in the background? I don't fucking know. I won't pay attention to that. I was paying attention to what was in
most of the time with those things, it's like boobs.
Titties.
That's
I love
That's
them.
the only thing I saw. Leave me alone.
Thank you.
What were you doing? I was watching the titties.
I was watching the boob tube since there's not one anymore.
I was watching the bouncy.
So has anybody seen the Alice Cooper thing?
Some of those though hurt. I look at them, hurt.
My biggest thing is go read the actual interview, because most of what they're saying online was taken completely out of context.
Pause.
Back
I
up
want
a
to hear
little.
what
Are we
you're
talking
saying.
about Hawaii?
No, I asked about Alice Cooper, and I thought that's what you
Okay,
were commenting
okay.
on.
Alice Cooper.
What happened to Alice Cooper?
We don't know. I'm
Alice
trying to find out.
Alice Cooper had a interview done recently, and social media and everybody is taking it completely out of context and making it appear that he is anti-trans. He is not anti-trans.
I was going to say,
but
I highly doubt that.
He very much believes that the number of very small adolescents coming out as gay and trans are a fad trying to fit in, because what 6-year-old, if you have not influenced them with all of the terms and everything, can tell you, you know, in the great number that we've been seeing it, that they are gay and trans.
I might catch hell for this, but I kind of agree with him on that.
I don't, and I'll tell you why.
Completely out of context to make him sound like he is anti-trans.
I don't agree. I'll explain. However, I understand why a lot of people from elder generations have that line of thinking.
No, he knows that there are kids that young that can come out. He's not saying that it doesn't happen. He's saying the large number that we are seeing, he believes is more influenced by the parents versus the child discovering who they are.
Part of that true, yes. However, the reason for the numbers that we are seeing is because social media today exists. And so it's not so much that it wasn't happening back then. It's just that now, thanks to TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, it's being publicized a lot more than what it used to be.
And people feel more comfortable with coming out because they see they're not alone.
A lot of people, when I was growing up, a lot of people were...
Gay people have always been there. Even back during the times of Christ, there were gay people back then. It just was considered
the Native
taboo.
American called them two souls.
It's hard to explain unless you're reading the article. The article that he did the actual interview in is easier to understand than the words coming out of my mouth.
I understand what he's saying. I understand what you're saying. I understand what God's saying. I do. But I really believe that I don't think a lot of it's a fad. But I do think that sometimes
I do believe it's trending.
I do believe that sometimes people get swept up in social occurrences. I've seen it.
And I'm not saying that I agree. There's probably a percentage or portion of that is that way, which is sad, because I feel like kids should be kids and let them make up their own mind when they reach
that was
that
kind of
point.
what he was saying too.
And I'm not trying to like cut him or
fit in.
Right. I do think that is also a thing. Well, not really think. I know that is a thing, just because of the fact that I remember growing up and wanting to fit in so bad that, like, whatever was popular or whatever at the time, like, you would come up with all kinds of crazy, outlandish stories to tell your friends because you wanted them to like you and you wanted to fit in with people. It is a trending topic, so therefore it gets thrown in your face a lot more. And then when you've got these other religious groups that are complaining, stating that that particular culture is being thrown in their face, they're blaming the wrong people. They need to be blaming the media, because they are the ones that are in control of how much that you are seeing and what of it you're seeing.
Well, and here's
they
the other
twist
thing.
the story to make it fit their exactly.
If you're not monitoring what they're watching, what they're doing, that's on you. That's not on me. I can walk down the street with purple hair, and you might hate that. You might think it's unnatural.
Because it is.
But I have the right to dye my hair purple.
You can wear a purple wig.
Yeah.
You can put polka dots in your hair if you wanted to. If you're that talented.
Piercings, tattoos, these were big things that people couldn't have when I first started working. You couldn't have tattoos. You couldn't have piercings. You couldn't dye your hair unless it was a natural color.
I remember
and
that.
I got threatened to lose my job when I bleached mine white. Now, I did look like a diesel dyke. I will fully admit that.
I've never heard that term.
You've never? Oh, God.
That's because you're still a baby.
You're still a baby. Well, I don't think they use it very much anymore.
Is a diesel dyke the same thing as a lot? No, it's not.
It's very butch.
Or butch or...
Very butch.
That. Okay.
There's lipstick
Since
lesbians
you had
and diesel
brought
dykes.
up the subject of piercings, I was asked when I went to orientation with the company that I'm at now to remove my earrings because the owner of the company is very old school.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not very fond of men wearing earrings.
That became a big thing when I was in high school too. All the guys pierced their left earlobe. Now the last
That's the only one I've got pierced.
I think.
Well, we're in the same age group, but then in my late 20s, guys were getting both their ears pierced just like girls.
I feel like it's your body. Do with it what you want to.
It doesn't mean you're a boy or a girl. Hey, pink used to be a boy color. It just got switched. Blue used to be the wedding dress color before Victoria wanted lace. And then she changed it to
why
white.
Cinderella's dress was blue? Yay! I put 2 and 2 together. I love it. I feel personally that when it comes to your body, as long as it is not inflicting harm upon somebody else, they have no right to say shit to you. It's your body. Do with it what you want to.
My mother is a very religious woman, but she very much plays it by the book. She doesn't push it on anybody. She doesn't judge people by it. It's for her and her alone.
And you don't have to like what somebody else does with their body. However, you yourself have the ability to control your mouth and your actions to prevent doing undue harm to someone else.
We just need to accept each other. It's not as hard as people think. Quit being afraid.
Yeah. Her mom is one of the most godly people I know.
If you don't like what you see, don't look at it.
Scroll on.
If you're in the grocery store with somebody and they've got tattoos and piercings so much that you don't know if you would kiss that person or change their oil, and you don't like that, go to a different aisle. Walk away. Turn your head. Close your eyeballs. Don't look at it. It's not hard. It takes a lot less energy and a lot less time to just maintain your fucking peace and walk away than to go out of your way to approach somebody and say, I don't like how you look today. Like they give a fuck what you think.
You and why do you mean? What does that help?
Nothing.
There's nothing to that but being a bully. You're just being
an asshole.
Grinder, we will be doing Cards Against Humanity on Saturdays at 8 and Mario Kart Sundays at 8. And this is only going to be a couple weeks. Don't worry. Stuff is coming back. I took this week off because I was overloaded. And this next couple of weeks, I'm going to work on redoing the schedules, try to get some of the...
Plus, school just started back. Dixie's got kids in school, as do a lot of us. And
so I think they brought COVID home.
Going through an adjustment period.
Especially with my kids. They're sleeping all the time and not sleeping at all going on. And hubby and I are a little fried.
Understand. I got 2 in high school, 1 almost to middle school. And they start
I have
on
a
Monday.
Little tat on my ankle. It's little. It's about this big. That was done in ceremonial setting with bamboo. And it's a big deal to me, or I would never have gone. So it's very serious, big deal to me. It's two female symbols hooked together. It's for my Blade sisters of fighting heathen warrior women. That's about the nicest way I can put it that everyone will get it.
Kind of like shield maidens.
Kind of.
Kind
More
of.
like Amazon, but yeah.
I was thinking Amazonian women, yeah, like warrior, rah, yeah. Xena warrior princess kind of shit.
I have it's really tiny. It's just above my ankle. It's really tiny. Thank God, because they kept hitting that nerve on the side, and my leg kept jumping. So my friends had to hold me down. My brother actually laid across my hips, so I would not do that.
That kind of like the tattoo process that they show in Moana when they're doing like the tapping.
Yeah, it's one needle instead of 20 at one time. So it takes.
Yeah, they take a rock and
it takes for fucking ever. Actually, this was a stick that they were. Anyways,
Yeah,
and it looks like a jail, and they look like jail tats. Most of the time, because they're blue.
Well, the ink after X amount of years, it goes from black to blue as it fades.
Yeah, it was always blue though. But
just
anyway,
like
that's based on Woden. Yeah, mine's a lot brighter
black.
than that. And that's based on.
You've had yours longer, Vissy. I only got that one when I was 21.
I got this one when I was 19.
It's got 21 petals.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. I do have a whole collar planned out that I have wanted to do my whole life, but I have not found an artist that I want to do it.
I've got a half-done tattoo across my entire back because it's a cover-up, and it's been there since 2020 because as soon as we started it, COVID hit, and then money, and it's not getting any better.
Yeah.
I keep thinking, maybe next year at tax time,
But when I went I wanted to do, basically, the fairy godmother in Disney is the only fat face character. All the other fat characters are
Ursula.
Headpieces. Well, this was way before Ursula.
Oh.
I'm old, remember?
I forget.
And a lot of times they do her skinny now. I hate it.
Morgana is skinny. Ursula is
just
not.
like how they had Whitney Houston when they did the live actions. Fairy godmothers were.
So anyway, I went to, and one of the reasons, I was too big at a size 18. I was too big to play the role. I wouldn't fit in the costume because the costume has padding. And I said, see, I don't need the padding.
You would do great as Merryweather.
My mother.
You've got the face of Merryweather.
My mother can do Merryweather, and she's short.
Yeah, Merryweather. When the first time after I met her mom, the next time I saw Sleeping Beauty, I saw Merryweather on there. I was like,
she sounds
Cherry.
like her. She even does the ooh.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, you may think she's cute, but don't raise her eye. Oh my god.
Oh my god, she's hilarious.
Like Dixie, she is frightening when you raise her eye. But if you raise her eye on someone else and you're on the sidelines, it is hilarious.
It's like, yay, go, do it, get him.
Merryweather has always been my favorite of the three fairies because I loved her bluntness and her rawness, where it was just like everybody's trying to be polite when they were talking to Maleficent, and she was like, "You weren't wanted."
That's my mom.
I love it. It's like,
so anyways,
this is ugly.
Because it's on you, dear.
The other thing is they saw my tattoo on my ankle, and I said, it's small enough that I could put a Band-Aid over it every day. And they're like, no, sorry. No tattoos.
Yeah,
they'd hate me. I got them.
Seriously. My ankle. You wouldn't even seen it.
Oh, you can't even. My arm doesn't twist.
Merryweather is a boxer. Different Merryweather.
Not that one. I thought that was Mayweather.
No, it is. It's Floyd. No, it's Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, Weather?
The boxer.
I followed
Mayweather.
You.
The fairy's Merryweather. And she's blue. And she wants everything to be blue.
Blue and red.
The
blue.
best.
I like the way she says it too. Blue.
Make it blue. Like the best scene of that entire movie, because I despise that movie, but I love this one scene where they're at the house and she and Briar Rose is out singing, dancing with Prince Philip in the forest, and they're trying to get her birthday stuff ready, and they're trying to do it without magic and trying to do that damn dress. And Meriwether, who is, let's just say it, she's the plumpest one of all of them. And Briar Rose is like really tiny. And they're trying to make this dress using her as the dress form. And she's like, this looks hideous. And it's like, well, it's only because it's on you, dear.
My favorite part was
the cake. And the cake with the candles. And she's just, and fold in 2 eggs. Fold. Puts the eggs in, wraps them up with the dough like it's like bread dough, right? And then I'm like, oh my god. And then how she got the cake to stand and crooked, and then the icing's melting, and it's just pick the candles up, prop it up with the broom, put them back.
I love that scene. Yep, Jesse's favorite scene too. Just changes colors.
I love it.
But did you like Maleficent? The movie Maleficent?
Yes.
I love that movie.
I did.
I haven't seen the second one yet. I have to see the second one.
You need to watch the second one. The second one is good.
It's so good.
Oh, I know it was. I could tell it was going to be good. All right, people.
I love it.
It's lunchtime. We will be back tonight, Grinder. Just so you know, we'll be back tonight at 8 o'clock for Cards Against
Humanity. I got my boxes.
You got your boxes?
I'll be here too.
Yay! The more the merrier. That one time when we had almost 10 people on the potato.
Oh, that was a trip.
That was the best one. So if you have cards, get on the freaking table.
I know we like a full table, but I'm going to be the unpopular opinion here. There was that one show where there wasn't very many of us, but we had such a good fucking time because we were going around. I think Monster was here, and I think we almost died from laughing. Like, we needed oxygen after the show. It was just so hilarious.
Yeah, there was just 5 of us.
If you don't want to be on the table, that's fine too. We can make it work up here. You'll be in the comments, just dying. Just come watch.
When it was I figured it out when there was like 10 people on the table.
It was 9.
You could go. Each person holds up a black card 4 times. It went a total round 4 times, and that took the whole hour. Whereas when it was like 7 people, it went about 8 times.
Someone needs to get Chrissy. Someone needs to buy me some cards.
I sit in the comments and send out random answers. That one's always fun.
Yeah, that's fun too. If you don't want to be on the table, you can always do that too. When we hold up the black card, people in the comments type in their own responses.
Oh yeah,
those are great too. Love that. And you don't even have to have cards for that. You just make up your own shit.
All.
Okay, I love you. Bye.
I hope you miss us because we are coming back full tilt in a couple weeks. Okay, seriously, we are. I promise. It's just a short break.
We're on hiatus.
I love you all. Bye. See you tonight.
Okay, bye.
It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and 1 more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.